Radiation has the power to harm and kill, but it also has the power to help and heal. Throughout history, events such as Hiroshima, Nagasaki, and Chernobyl have shown us the awful effects of radiation. Even today, the talks of nuclear warfare has caused fear to spread around the world. However, in the current day and age, there are therapies that incorporate radiation that kill cancer and tumor cells. In this video, I'll be talking about radiation and its effect on the human body. Before I begin, I would like to mention that the only kind of radiation I'll be focusing on is ionizing radiation. Ionizing radiation comes from the decay of unstable isotopes, such as uranium and plutonium. Because they are unstable, they begin to fall apart, releasing subatomic particles, which are electrons, neutrons, and protons. These subatomic particles either make up or help produce the three types of particle radiation: alpha particles, beta particles, and neutron particles. Gamma radiation is considered to be a type of electromagnetic radiation. It contains energy particles called photons, but it behaves more like a wave and doesn't contain a charge. Gamma radiation is released when unstable isotopes begin to decay. It is worth noting that alpha and beta particles are only harmful when ingested, and neutron and gamma rays are able to penetrate through the body. Now that we know all the basic kinds of ionizing radiation, we can now talk how they are harmful for us. When radiation hits the cells in our bodies, the molecules in our cells will become more energized. Eventually, some of the chemical bonds may begin to break and change. If neutron particles hit the cell's atoms, they can cause all of the atoms to become radioactive and release radiation. One of three things happens to a cell when it's exposed to radiation. 1. The cell repairs all of the damages without any issues. 2. The damages done to the cells are too severe, causing the cell to die. Or 3. The cell repairs itself, but the cell may have some mutation within its DNA. Generally, radiation effects are labeled as either short-term or long-term. Short-term effects are usually the result of exposure to a large dose of radiation in a short amount of time. The immediate effects that usually occur is diarrhea, fevers, and hypertension. Eventually, the radiation will cause the cells to mutate, causing more types of sicknesses to arise. The type of symptoms that occur will depend on the amount of dosage and the type of cells that are affected. Cells that constantly go through cellular division are more sensitive to radiation compared to cells that rarely go through division. Long-term effects are usually caused by small exposure of radiation over time. The time it takes for the effects to develop usually take many years. These long-term effects are able to cause the growth of cancer cells. Unlike the short-term effects, the sensitivity of cells does not matter, as all somatic and reproductive cells can get infected. Despite the harmful effects of radiation, today it is being used to detect and kill developing cancer cells. And nuclear power plants are using radiation in order to generate electricity and provide it to millions of people. After watching this video, I hope all of you now know the harmful effects of radiation and how important it is for mankind to be responsible with it, because if any slip-ups occur, the consequences will be severe.